Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Tom, the Sunday Dinner Chef. Today we're going to be making some shrimp cakes. We're going to use this for Sunday appetizers. Let's cook.
The Sunday Dinner Chef will make you feel fine. Sit down, let's have a drink and enjoy the show.
Okay, I boiled up some shrimp here. These are pretty nice sized shrimp. These are 1620s. They seem a little bit bigger than normal, what I normally get, so I boil them up. And I'm going to take these, I'm going to drain the water off them. Then I'm going to let these sit for a little bit, cool down, and then I'm going to cut them up, but I'm going to chunk them. Because what I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to be making these crab cakes old school. This is the way I used to make them many years ago, and I got this recipe a long time ago in a place called Coins down in Maryland, down in Ocean City, Maryland. I'm going to be using some Ritz crackers. I'm going to open them up here, and that's going to be the only thing I'm going to be using as far as the breadcrumb, and use maybe just one sleeve. I'll see what I need, because what I want to do is I want to make these to the point where they are more shrimp than they are the cracker. Also going along with it, I'm going to be using a jalapeno. Now these haven't been that hot, but watch, this one will kick me. But I like to put some peppers in there. I'm going to put some colored peppers in there. I'm going to use some mini bells, okay? Also, I got 2 scallions rather than onions. I'll cut these up. And I got some garlic that I'm going to probably crush up to put into the mixture. And the seasoning I'm going to be using is Old Bay, okay? You cannot make any kind of crab cake or any kind of cake without using Old Bay. I mean, it's written in stone. Let's put it that way. So, rather than using eggs for the binder, I'm going to be using some mayonnaise, okay, just to put it together. And what's going to happen is I'm going to put these components together. I'm going to mix it up. I will shape the shrimp cake. I keep wanting to say crab cake. The shrimp cakes, but I'm going to be putting into this ramekin here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to press it down in here, and that's how I'm going to cook it. So I'm just going to probably squeeze out 4 of these for just me and Marie. And this is for Sunday appetizer. Let's get going.
In the summer, the dinner chef has to wonder. A full dinner could be a bummer. Appetizers are the answer. Keep it simple with no disasters. Sunday dinner appetizers. Great choice and much wiser. Kick back with no stress. Keep an eye on the Sunday dinner chef. Summer, the dinner chef has to wonder. A full dinner could be a bummer. Appetizers are the answer. Keep it simple with no disasters. Sunday dinner appetizer. Great choice and much wiser. Kick back with no stress. Keep an eye on the Sunday dinner chef.
Okay, what you want to do is you want to take these and you want to matchstick them, okay? Get them as thinly cut as you possibly can, okay? And then just kind of small, try to keep them all even. This way when I mix them in, I'm not sauteing these ahead of time. These are all going to get put in with the blend of the crackers, shrimp, and all the other goodies. Alright, pull the tail off the shrimp. They're nice and cool now. And we're just going to chunk these up. Now I'm going to try to make them almost like a bite-sized piece. When we get to the top of it, I'm just going to split that in half again. So I'm going to do another one. Pull the tail off. Okay. I'm telling you what, these are really nice shrimp. Take the first one. Cut that one in half again. And just go into nice bite-sized pieces, but you want the prominence of them. You want that to be the show, not the cracker, all right? The cracker is just to hold everything together. I'll do one more. Okay. Cut them a little bit smaller. Okay, let's make some magic. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be breaking up some of these crackers here that are in here. Now, you could do this beforehand, but here's the thing. I want to make sure the ratio is good, that I just have some broken stuff here, because like I said, I don't want it to become mush. Basically what I'm trying to get at, because I want the shrimp to be the show, okay, with these crab cakes. Now, I'm going to add in some of the peppers into it. Mix that around a little bit more. Okay. And I was like amazed when I actually talked to the chef, and he came out and he said, "How's everything?" I tell you what, we were actually ordered two more of these. Me and Marie were blown away by it, how good it was. And they also made a peel and eat shrimp. What they had was a little bit of a peel and eat shrimp that they came out, put newspaper on the bar, okay, and it was only served at the bar, and it had pretty good sized shrimp in the shell with onions, naturally Old Bay, and I'm telling you what, it was fantastic. Let me mix that around a little bit. Now I'm making a small batch here because just the two of us. But I love this. I haven't made this in a long time. And okay. All right, we're gonna let that sit for a minute. All right, now I'm gonna add in some of the mayonnaise. Now, a lot of people would turn around and use a couple eggs with this. Well, mayonnaise is basically made from, it is made from eggs, oil, okay? And I make mine with apple cider vinegar. Matter of fact, I should have made a fresh batch. Okay, you don't want this too, like I said, too much mayo in it, okay? But you want enough in it so that you can grab it and put it together. Okay. So this is starting to look pretty much the consistency that I want. Now, here comes our friend. We put in some Old Bay. Now, Old Bay has some salt in it. Okay. So do these crackers. Okay, they're salty also. So plus the shrimp has a little taste, has a little salty taste to it. So I'm not going to add no seasoning to it, but I might add. I was going to add a little cayenne and stuff to it, but you know what? With the jalapenos, I didn't taste one yet, but I'm going to take a chance with it. I don't want to ruin it with overpowering these cakes right here with, you know, some seasoning that just sometimes just don't work, or if you do, sometimes you put too much in it, and you ruin it. Actually, ruin the whole dish. Okay, Just going to break these up a little bit more. All right. Now, last but not least, put these over here. I have a lemon that I'm going to squeeze. A little bit of lemon juice. Stick it in there. Now we put this little skewer. We put it into the lemon so you can actually get it out. Actually, you can hold it like that and squeeze it too, also. So now, just as when I put these back into the ramekin, I'm gonna let this sit for a bit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for a little while. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making the remoulade that's going to go along with it. In other words, like the dipping sauce for it. Okay, into a pot, I got some olive oil going, and I'm going to drop in the garlic. Also the rest of the onion. And the pepper. So, just want to cook these down because I'm going to make this, I'm going to put this into the remoulade that I'm going to be making, all right? And it's just going to be consistent of, I'm going to add a little fish sauce to it, also some Old Bay again. There again, I'm telling you, you can have fish cakes, crab cakes, shrimp cakes, lobster cakes, whatever you're making, you can't have that without Old Bay. And then after this cooks, I'm going to have it cool down a little bit. And then what we'll do is I'll mix in the other ingredients for the dipping sauce that's going to get served with the shrimp cakes. Okay, now I'm going to add in a little bit of fish sauce. Now, you got to use this very gently because it's very overpowering. So, but it gives it a lingering flavor that is phenomenal. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a maybe half a capful. I'm not gonna go crazy with it. Just let that put in there. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to take the bite out of the garlic, also the onion and stuff like that in the dipping sauce. Where the aroma is. Yeah, take a good whiff. My God. Okay. Just a couple more spins here. You know what? I'm gonna pull that good. Okay. Shrimp cakes cooled off into the refrigerator. Now what I'm gonna do is at the bottom of this little ramekin, I put a Ritz cracker. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the cake mixture and I'm going to put it in. I just want to shape it down nice. Okay, a little bit more in here. Now I got the oven set at 400 degrees and I'm going to wipe these off because I don't want nothing to burn on it. And I'm not pressing down hard because I want these pretty loose. Okay, so that's one. Let me get a paper towel and I just want to clean off the rim a little bit. Okay, that's one. Okay, now I always like to finish off my either crab cakes, shrimp cakes, whatever kind of fish cakes I'm making, okay? I like to use a little bit of sherry. Not a lot, just to give it that flavor. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a couple little squirts like this. Back around again. I guess not too much now. I'm gonna let that sit, let that go down into it. Now, like I said, I got the oven at 400 degrees. This is gonna go in. It's not gonna take long because everything is basically cooked. Just Just want to heat up them vegetables a little bit. Take some of the bite out of the garlic and stuff, and just give it that mellow little taste, but still have a little bit of crunch, especially on the peppers and onions. And turn the light on. In they go. Ooh, that's hot. Check them out about 20 minutes. All right, time to make the dipping sauce. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be putting in some mayo into the mixing bowl. You want enough for the two of us to be dipping. I think 2 nice scoops like that should be sufficient. Then I'm going to squeeze in a little bit of Dijon. Not much, just a little bit. You want that little bit of a tang to it. I'm not a big fan of mustard, but every once in a while I don't mind it, especially for something like this. Also, Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to put a little bit of that in here. And a little bit more. And then also I'm going to be adding in the little bit of veggies that I cooked up. That's garlic, jalapeno pepper, red and yellow mini bell pepper, and scallion. But what I did was I sauteed this up a little bit so it would have you know, nice little taste, a little texture to it. And also I'm going to squeeze in another bit of juice from this big lemon I have. I caught these, we bought a bag of them. I'm telling you what, they lasted pretty much a long time. And put that back over here like this. Okay, now I'm going to just start mixing this up. I just want to gradually put it in there. You don't want to slop it around too much. All right. Scraping the last of the dipping sauce into here, and that's going to go into the refrigerator. Make sure it stays nice and cool. Let me get my rag here. Presentation is half the battle when you're cooking. Even a home cook. I mean, you got to do it. I mean, you got to be able to put that stuff out there, make it look nice. Let's see, I'm going to top it with, let's see what we got here. Sweet mustard. Now I'm going to top it with a little bit of turmeric. I just have a little bit left. Just a little shake, just a little color. Put that back up in the closet. Some nice dried parsley on there. Alright, last but not least, I'm going to, I like garnishes. I like to make something look, I like the plates to look nice, okay, because you know what? You eat with your eyes first, okay, then your nose, then your taste, alright? So, garnishing a plate, that's the first battle right here, okay? So, I mean, it's stuck in my head for all these years, and besides, it's nice. I'm going to push these off to the side. I'm going to go check on the shrimp cakes. Okay, got the one out. Now the reason why I put the Ritz cracker on the bottom here is so that none of this would stick to the bottom. So the Ritz cracker is going to stay there. And let me see if I can work on this to get it out. Now you can eat them right out of the ramekins, okay? But I'm hungry. So I'll take the rest of that, what's right there. That on top. Now you could probably scoop this out, but see, look at it right here. Okay, I mean, it got tore up, but the whole idea was to keep everything from sticking to the bottom. So, let's finish plating this up here. Now, I have the dipping sauce we'll put right over here. Put some of this nice green onion on it. Like I said, eat with your eyes first. Put it on a plate over here. I'm going to take a couple lemons. Put it down onto the plate. Okay. And then I'm just going to give it a light, very light dust. Come on, I don't go too crazy. Of Old Bay. Just put that all around the plate. Okay, there you have it right there. That is Sunday appetizer right there. This is shrimp cakes, and it's made with Ritz crackers, and also some garlic, a little bit of mini bell pepper, yellow and red, and also some jalapeno to give it a little bit of a kick, but not too bad, and some scallion. Cut up, baked in the oven, 400 degrees. There it is, folks, right there. That is shrimp cakes. Listen, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you next Sunday for another appetizer. Take care.
The Sunday dinner chef will always care for you.